Oh, speaking of writing style, what do you think about the Charlie Kirk's shooters' supposed messages and how oddly written they are?
I've come around to believing it, but I'll stop there and listen.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say.
I really hope that at worst they have removed some messages that were there to like change the context a little and make it seem so oddly written. But the way that this 22-year-old is talking to his also like young, early 20s like trans boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, it does seem like an older man. He's calling her my love, and I saw that one reporter. He's like going over it, and he's like, "Oh, it's actually really touching, and it's really heartfelt messages." And he's like sort of like gushing over how romantic this
That's
killer
appropriate.
is. And that guy had to apologize. Like they went after that guy hard, and he had to apologize.
Thank you, Zach.
I'm still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem. In Orem? What's Orem?
I don't know.
Is that a city in Utah or something?
For a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home. But I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. I thought they caught the person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from the drop point, loser, shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Maybe he wrote that, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Okay. I'm on the side of like Woody now, like where I was very questioning at first, but now like, and I saw like a funny joke. Someone was like, "Hold the phone. You're telling me the guy who assassinated a political figure for disagreement and wrote like weird messages and is dating a trans furry writes weird? Hold on." Like, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like, yeah, this guy would write like a weirdo probably. But what it seemed to me almost, especially when it gets later, like I think it is them. I think these are legit. But some of the phrasing seems almost in a way to like keep the boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever out of it. Where he's writing in a way where then he can go, or she, whatever, can go, "Oh, you did this alone?" He's like, "Yes." Like
Walter White did that. I can't
believe you did. Yeah, exactly. It's like it feels like a Breaking
Bad. He's like, "You don't know anything. You always were against me. What am I saying? You don't know what's happening." Like because he knew he was being what do they call it? When they listen into your phone, they surveil it.
Eavesdropping,
tapped is what I'm looking for. They tap the phone lines. Okay. So at first I just accepted it. Perhaps I instinctively just listen to authorities as if they always tell the truth, which isn't true, but that maybe I'm built that way. And then it was Taylor who actually sowed some doubt. He's like, "It sounded like cop speak." And I was like, huh? And then I thought of it. I was like, yeah, full sentences, punctuation. This just isn't how 20-year-olds I know text typically. And then it was like, well, maybe the 20-year-olds I know are different than Mormon assassins from Utah, right? Like maybe the 20-year, like what do I know about Mormon assassins from Utah? Like maybe they write differently. Maybe it's a little more thought out. And but that's only part of it. The other part of it is he's alive, right? Like if authorities were to just make up these texts and say, look at the messages where he admits the motive, the weapon, the drop point, the modus operandi, and like every detail authorities could want in 2 paragraphs, like that would ruin their case. This guy would get off scot-free if they faked that level of evidence.
Yeah,
foundation for everything. And he's alive. If he was dead, maybe I could be convinced that like they're trying. They just invented this after the fact to see.
Lee Harvey Oswald, Patsy.
Sure, Patsy. Right. Thank you. That's what I'm searching for. But given that he's alive, I don't think they'd fake text because he knows if he wrote them or not. Right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
that's all.
It does seem they're going some parts like he's Breaking Badding him, his boyfriend.
Oh, for sure. And he was giving him advice or her advice or whatever about
was he or she born a girl?
That was a person with a dick who now is identifying as a girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. which is sort of like, I think that's part of why Kimmel is not on the air tonight or whenever he usually goes on, is he was sort of trying to frame the shooter as a MAGA operative. And it's like, I don't know about that one. He was living with this trans furry person and he seems to hate conservatives. And they're like, oh, but his parents are, yeah. How many times on Reddit have you seen someone be like, my parents are MAGA, but I'm a tanky. like that's so common that you've got some commie raised by MAGA people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
it seems
young people
like
are just very liberal. Like I know I was much more
Jimmy
liberal when I
Kimmel's
was
off the air because he got a fact wrong, right? And if you look at the phrasing,
I don't think
he didn't even say he was MAGA. He said they're trying everything they can to distance themselves, implying that he was MAGA, which is, pretty close. But it's not that he got a fact wrong. If that was the case, fucking every journalist on the air would probably be canceled. And Donald Trump said he was going after Jimmy Kimmel next back in July, and then he did. And the FCC threatened to take away their broadcasting license unless they got rid of it. It's because he didn't support the president. This is a crackdown on comedians.
I disagree on he was very deliberately, because this was a known thing. This was last night. He said that it was he said, the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. It's very, to me, cut and dry. He's saying it's one of them, and they are frantically trying to characterize it as anything other than that. He's saying it was a MAGA guy, and that's not a mistake at that point in time. It's like he's doing this deliberately to push a narrative. Like, he didn't make, it's been understood for days, like most of this entire week, who did it.
I need and to then know, like there was a Groyper confusion, I'll call it, right? Like there was a point where it's like, we don't know if this guy is a Groyper, we don't know if this guy's a liberal. Like it just wasn't known before the texts came out.
I don't think the Groyper thing was ever genuine. That always felt like a very obvious red herring to me. Like just the messages on the bullets, the choice of target. Like to me, it seemed cut and dry. And I saw, I'll have to find it. Like they're saying he violated an FCC thing by deliberately sharing misinformation with the goal of or not with the goal, but with the outcome of causing harm.